first hearing on UAPs, which we used to call UFOs. The journalist says that these non-humans are not related to anything on Earth, pointing out they have 3 fingers and strange heads. Alejandro Rojas is a board member of the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies. He's also the head of research and content for Enigma Labs. That is a data platform that is dedicated to UAP sightings. Alejandro, thanks for being with us. Your take on today's session in Mexico. Do you think that there is a chance that the mummified bodies that we are looking at could be extraterrestrials?
Well, NASA actually had a press conference this morning on UAP, also known as UFOs, and they said they didn't have any evidence of extraterrestrials at this point. And I don't think that these bodies are going to convince them otherwise. I've been covering this topic for a little over 20 years now, and this group of people in Mexico who came forward with these bodies has done this before several times, 5 or 6 times in the past, and none of them have panned out. Some of them have been mummies that have been taken from the desert in Peru. Some of them have also turned out to be kind of a hodgepodge of different body parts that are put together from various animals, skin kind of wrapped around it. And these are sent to these researchers, I think, to fool them. And they often do get fooled. And in fact, the analysis that's been done thus far by kind of independent researchers outside of this group show that these objects or these bodies also appear to be kind of a mishmash of various different bones and body parts from different animals, perhaps even Peruvian mummies. And so I don't think this one's going to pan out for them.
So you're saying they are not a backlot prop from the movie E.T.? Just asking.
A lot of people have drawn similarities. Some people have also even had some memes on the internet suggesting that perhaps there could be some sort of romantic relationship between the alien and ET and these guys because they look so similar. But no, I don't think this is going to be ET.
2 words, Reese's Pieces. But that being said, the images that we saw are one thing. UAPs or UFOs are another thing. Do you believe, based on what we're seeing right now with the James Webb Space Telescope, for instance, that we are actually alone in the universe?
I think scientists, the consensus is absolutely not. The odds are against us being alone. And that was a consensus, I think, even with NASA this morning in their press conference. But they do mention that, if they are out there, these are some pretty long distances they'd have to travel to go from there to here. And we can't even conceive of how to do that. Although there are some theoretical and science fiction ideas with wormholes and that sort of thing, which is possible. And maybe we'll discover that in the future. But what is happening, and Congress, the DOD, NASA are all saying that, UFOs are a real thing. UAP is a real concern, just like these objects kind of you're showing right now. They are, going into secure airspace, popping in and leaving without us not able to do anything about them. Some of them, even the DOD has admitted that they don't understand what sort of propulsion these objects are exhibiting. So it is a major concern, not just with, the security of our armed forces, but also air security. If we have things flying around in the sky and we don't know what they are, that's a big concern. We need to figure this out.
Alejandro, NASA today also announcing that it is now appointing its first director of UAP research. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson explaining how the agency is now serious about what you're talking about. For instance, take a listen.
We will use AI and machine learning to search the skies for anomalies as we have been searching the heavens and will continue to search the heavens for habitability. And NASA will do this transparently.
You know the way it goes in the science fiction movies. They introduce us slowly but surely, and then one day they spring it on us. Are they about to spring it on us?
I think that they're going to spring something on us. There's no doubt that they have, at least the DOD has more videos. We've seen a few videos. In fact, in this release today, NASA put out a report that analyzes some of those videos, and some of them, they think are mysterious, but not as mysterious as maybe we thought, not traveling at incredible speeds. But some of them are as mysterious as we thought. For example, the DOD has said, they're They're witnessing these metallic orbs that they're finding in secure airspace, and they don't know how they're getting there. They don't know their propulsion. And in this NASA report, the report agrees that we don't know what these are. They haven't been able to determine that. So there is a phenomena going on, and I think we're going to see more of those sort of videos coming out over the next few years.
Is it possible we have been visited? They took a look around and said, nope, we don't have anything to do with those people?
I think that's entirely possible. Some people think that perhaps there were periods of times where these things were seen more often, where maybe something came in, took a look at us, and left. However, sightings have been pretty consistent throughout the years, including anomalous sightings that can't be explained. So even, Avi Loeb, a scientist at Harvard, wrote a paper with the head of AARO, the DoD program that is looking into this, and they suggested that perhaps there's a mothership that is dropping probes that are able to come in and observe us. And this was kind of a thought exercise to say this is the sort of thing that could be happening right now, and this sort of thing wouldn't necessarily need to be breaking the current laws of physics as we understand them to be occurring. So the idea is that it could be happening. Of course, they're saying those of you who believe this is happening, you've got to prove it. You've got to do this with science and prove your case. But the point is that they're open to it, and it's a possibility that that they're open to.
Alejandro Rojas, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
When we come back, the Disney princess effect. Is it having an effect on our children? We'll take a look at that issue with regards to body positivity. Stay with us.